How much of ease do you use? I'm trying to let that marinate.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about that too, because I think there's something there.
Because, like you said, I mean, there's something to it. You can go a little bit further with utilizing too much and not being able to exercise certain muscles.
I feel like taking the easy route is not as much like character building, right? And so like I don't fault Planet Fitness for being like, hey, it's a judgment-free zone, like everyone else is. Like,
that's what it's called.
So like, and I respect that, and from just a general business practice, like easy is like they just want to give that to their customers and stuff like that. And so Planet Fitness, that plays into that. That's the whole thing.
Right.
Like
that's the point I'm making, right?
And and it separates
you just articulated
the herd.
it better than me.
And it separates the herd where it's like, hey, listen, you're like overweight or like never worked out before. Like Planet Fitness is the place for you. Gold's Gym and like big weightlifting place, heavy, powerlifting gyms, they don't fuck around with that shit.
It's for that, yeah.
They obviously play to like a different market, and I think for certain things, easy is better because like again, if for people that are like terrified of going to the gym, and like I'm not like an overweight person, but like I remember when I did go to the gym, being like I'm scrawny, and like people are looking at like I was like issues, I I had the wrong form lifting this, like people are probably thinking I'm an idiot here and stuff like. So I think that makes some sense, but sometimes taking the harder route is better character building stuff. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I feel like what it really is we all have different pain points. And so even somebody standing next to the bodybuilder, that's like, that may not be motivating to them. That might be depleting. So that's where Planet Fitness will come in. It's like, okay, well, I'm not next to this goddamn guy.
No, listen, I get it. And I see why there's a market. And obviously that's why it's thriving. I'm just saying in my personal experience, let's use that field, for instance. So Tavares, is chiseled like ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? He's literally, fitness is his life, and he crushes at it. He literally was the American Ninja Warrior 2 times. Like he's a physical specimen. I'm not that. I'm better than I was by a lot of motherfuckers, but I'm not that. And we were at the gym about a month or two ago, and we both went to the sauna, the hot tub. Right. And me having body image issues for my whole life. Since I was 400 pounds, you know what I'm saying, working on it now, but still having body dysmorphia for sure. Normally, I would have not wanted to be in that situation, and I would have not been in that situation. I would have made sure to not be in that situation, right? Whether I don't just go to the hot tub or maybe I wear a shirt to the hot, anything. Right. You find a way to hide from that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Because I'm so worried about what other motherfuckers think, right? And that thought crept in. Vicious, and it's powerful thought when you have insecurities. Them motherfuckers, they scream in your motherfucking face like, you hear me? It's vicious. It's a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna stunt.
Oh yeah.
That shit, you have to feel that. It stings. But it's okay though, because if you can get to a point, maybe you just gotta start small, fine. But if you can get to a point where whatever your biggest motherfucking demon is and you face that motherfucker, so here's what happened. I said, fuck it. And it was screaming the whole time. It was like, yeah. It felt like that the whole time. But I'm sitting there next to him, and then check this out. I don't even think he knew what he was doing. We walked into the area where you have to where you can wash your hair and brush your teeth and shit. And it's literally 360 mirrors, so you can't even hide the look. At least walking up, and I'm just being vulnerable as hell right now. No, walking from the hot tub to before the room with all the mirrors. You can fight that demon and it's a motherfucker still, but you don't got to see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So and it's I'm not gonna stun. That first one was still fucking. It was screaming. It was screaming. So imagine motherfucker screaming as you're walking, but you're like, I can take it. Drill sergeant, I can take it. And then you walk into this room where it's like now you got 2 motherfuckers screaming at you, and then you got to sit there. You got to sit there, and you got to take that shit. Whatever. So that's the feeling that it felt like to me. And the more I sat there and took it. And it did not feel great. It did not feel great, but I promise you on my soul, it felt empowering. It felt like, okay, if I can beat that motherfucking demon, what other demons can I beat?
And that's what it's more importantly about.